we go. Looks like everything's good. Mic levels. Camera, that's about as good as we're going to get because I'm in a bit of a corner, so it's going to be a little dark. All right. How's everybody doing this fine Saturday evening? Or I guess depending on where you are, it could be Sunday morning. In about 10 minutes for us, it'll be Sunday morning anyway. New Year's Eve, right around the corner. It's almost here. So yes, as the title implies, decided, you know what the heck, do a little more work on the stand here. Not sure how much we're going to do, but wanted to at least get all the legs sanded down to where, we have our 2x4 sitting as they should. This one actually, is one of the very few I don't have to do any work with. This one right here, this leg is going to be our baby. It's going to be our one where we need to see where everything is at, but going ahead and we're doing some more leg work. That's right. I guess if for those of you workout aholics there, you can call this leg day or leg night, I guess more appropriately. Jeff, see you coming in the chat there with the wave. How's it going, Jeff? Hope you're doing well, man. Oh yeah, speaking of legs, obviously last time, excuse me, we were on stream. We did a little, that's what we were building. We built some legs here. I will tell you all now, I did build some more legs off camera. Initially I said I was going to build 3 more. Well, I went a little heavy and I decided to go ahead and build 5 more. So we have now a total of 11 legs here total. How we're going to orient that here on the base of the stand, you'll see eventually here. Maybe tonight, in a perfect world, I for sure want to get all the legs sanded down to where we need them to be, so that way we can start building the tabletop part of the stand, or the top brace that'll actually hold the tank itself from below, and then start also putting more of the cross bracing and, long story short, just beefing up the stand here to get ready to start building the tank on top of it. Awesome, Jeff. Yeah, things are going all right here as well. Wife is already sound asleep in bed here. She, despite the weekend, will still be, she'll still be going ahead and working tomorrow morning, as she has a little bit of a cleaning job at one of our favorite bar and grills here in Council Bluffs. So she'll be doing that here. Got to get there by 6 a.m. Fortunately, it's only about a 5-minute drive from our house. So fortunately, she doesn't have to go very far. And it's only for 2 hours. And then she gets to come right back home and sleep again. Adam, what's up, man? Nice to see you as well. Thanks for dropping by here. It's such a late hour here, or at least it's a pretty late hour here in Council Bluffs, Iowa, anyway. Jeff, so both of the wives are in bed. All right. The wives were snuggled in their beds with care and hoping that at some hour their husbands would be there. Not this hour. Got a little work to do down here. It's crazy already how much this is already taken. I just putting everything together. Yep, this is one leg. We'll start with this leg right here. Except we got about an 1/8 of an inch there, peeking above our top one there. Honestly, big part of it is also just I should have measured these a little more accordingly. I was slightly too careless with it. I mean, it doesn't have to be pinpoint on the dot with every single leg, but some of these legs definitely got to be shaved down a little bit, or we're definitely going to have one side fluctuating over some others, and we want to keep it as consistent as possible. Also, of course, knocking it out right away, drink for the stream night, Dr. Pepper. I already opened this, so I forget that part, but the doctor is in. See, we got the Fish Fam link in here as well. Welcome aboard, Link, on this fine evening here. We are just 4 minutes away here in Council Bluffs, Iowa, from reaching the official last day of 2023 here. Obviously, tomorrow night won't be streaming everything. I might still do something depending on how far we get here and what we all decide to do tomorrow. I know me and my wife have a little New Year's Eve plans currently that should be fun, but might try to still get on stream here a little bit tomorrow, work a little bit more on this. Yeah, we'll see where we get here after as we go tonight. Jeff, so I'm not 100% glad. I'm not 100% sure on what glass I'm using quite yet. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to go ahead with. I'm probably somewhere between a 1/2 inch to 3/4. I might just do a 1/2 inch. Reason being, it is a wider tank holding about double the capacity of water. However, it's also only the same height. I'm not building it any taller than Finley's current 150, which is 30 inches tall, which is, yeah, I'm only building the plywood tank itself about 30 inches tall. I might go ahead and bump it up to like 5/8 or 3/4. Like, if there's not much of a difference in price, I haven't looked too big into that part yet because obviously I still got to complete the stand and actually build the tank itself here before that really comes overly relevant, of course. But yeah, obviously, well, as you know, the thickness, of course, depends on the water pressure. And since, 150 gallons is definitely a lot less than the than 300. And I guess officially it's going to be about 307, 308, this tank. I'm just probably going to call it the 310 in future reference because that's easier to remember. But I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking probably just probably going to do something like a 1/2 inch, but I don't know. If there's not much difference on a price, I might bump up the thickness a little bit because no problem. No one's ever going to be upset if you do a little overkill and make things a little stronger. Koro, welcome aboard. Don't forget that like button, gang. Appreciate you, Koro, as always, for the support. Adam, I was just given a 20-gallon long tonight. Rock on, man. By a family member. What would you recommend to put in it? Well, I know a lot of different fish tubers will say the same thing, but part of it, honestly, is kind of what you're into, man. For me, I would consider pea puffers. I would maybe think even about some red-eye puffers because that's my gig. I love puffers. It's why I have I always got to think about this. Yeah, the one red-eye, the Fahaka, Mabu, Cross River, Amazons, figure 8 green spotted. Yeah, 7 different species. Only 5 of them are freshwater, though. Oh, green spotted and figure 8s, of course, being brackish. Otherwise, you could probably do guppies in that tank. That'd be another one. Or pick a favorite tetra or two, and put like a group of, like 2 groups of maybe 5 or 6 in there, depending on the tetra, of course, because some tetra sizes do vary. But if you got like a smaller tetra, like say an Ember tetra or a Neon tetra, then you could probably do a little bit more. But I actually have a 20-gallon long where I have some platies in right now that I actually have not shown on camera yet. I need to do that here in my upcoming video. I'm making a little state of the fish room video that may or may not get posted tomorrow. It may be after the new year because tomorrow's looking, I don't know, pretty booked. And I definitely want to make sure I get more work done on this because I know I got some other projects for family and friends, woodworking wise, that I plan to do as well here. But yeah, that'd be some things you could also do. If you like Corys, you could do some Corridoras down there. Yeah, there's quite a few different options there. Or if you want shrimp as well. I'm not a very big expert on shrimp. If like Grant or the Garden of Eder, and that's one of the first people I think of when it comes to shrimp. But I know there's a lot of people in the fish fam that like shrimp, so a lot of different channels there. Too many to mention almost. All right. We're already 10 minutes into this thing. All right. So we're going to go ahead, start working on this thing. Yeah, we going to work, doing that late night work. This one's a little off. I feel the lip right there. Ooh, did I even those are even off a little bit from top to bottom on the legs. I might have to take a miter to that a little bit later. All right, so I'm going to try using my square palm sander first. I figure it'd be easier than my orbital, and I don't know how well my belt sander would fit on here, so feeling like this is probably going to be our best bet. There's sense, of course. Well, it is. Try to get this turned around so y'all see it. Obviously, it is square up here, so ideally, we just go like such and try to smoothen it out. Of course, we'll switch sides. Try to utilize all angles here. Obviously, I'll only be able to use 3. I could take this off, but I'm not trying to get sawdust all over my stuff here either, which is slightly protected by some towels and such over the top of the keyboard and such. But yeah, definitely don't want to make too much of a mess. Without further ado, I've yapped enough. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat here as well. Not that I anticipate it's going to be overly bustling here as we've already eclipsed midnight. Happy New Year's Eve, everybody. Or at least it is here in Iowa. I guess if you're in the mountain range time or Hawaiian time or Pacific time there yet here in the United States, it's not quite midnight yet, but Eastern time zone and Central time zones are officially in their final T-minus 24 hours. All right. Anyway, like I said before, enough yapping. Let's check this out. All right. Yep. I'm going to put those down because I can already see that's just going to fall and potentially fall on top of something that we really don't want it to. Okay. So this leg right here is our baby. We don't want to mess with that one. That's our guide leg. This one, on the other hand, this part right here needs to come down. All right, come on, you. Until that's gone down a little bit, where are we at? Oh yeah, still a good chunk of work to do there. Sketty, how's it going, Sarah? Welcome aboard. And you're welcome, Adam. Hopefully one of those suit your fancy there. But like I say, part of it, it's really up to what you're into, man. Your tank, your rules. All right. Gotta be getting a little closer. Kind of wish I could put my belt sander on this. It'd be way quicker. Hey, YouTube. Oop. didn't quite go through. That's the wrong one again. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, you too, Sarah. Thanks for checking in here real quick on us. Have a happy New Year's Eve. Honestly, Jeff, no idea. Currently, depends on, I'd like to get all these legs ideally buzzed down to where I need them to be, but, well, we'll see how quick this goes. I might even put a more aggressive grit on this. You know what we're going to? We're going to put a stronger grit of sandpaper on this thing. I'm not sure what this one is, to be fully honest. It didn't label it. It just came with the stander itself. But you know what? We're going to go ahead and bump it up. I'm going to, let's see. Yeah, what the heck? Let's try 60 grit. I got 60 grit right here. That ends up being a little too much or whatever. We also got 120 grit here. All right. All right, that's clamped in. Oh yeah, there we go. All right, see if that helps us speed this up just a little bit. Let's see where we sitting at these two right now. We're definitely a lot closer. We've definitely made progress with the one, but if we do it at that rate, well, we'll be here all night. Oh yeah, this is better. I must say, hearing that noise before the video popped up was a bit frightening on what I may see. Yeah, it could have been a little suggestive, couldn't it? Whew. Won't you take me to Funky Town? All right. Oh man, that sandpaper brings it way the heck down way quicker. Oh yeah, we're sitting starting to sit pretty solid there. Of course, we also got another tool here to make sure we're where we need to be. A level. Ooh. My level got a little bent here apparently, but the bubbles are fine. Okay, yeah, we definitely got some work to do on that leg. Thought we were getting closer, but nope. All right, let's just keep going for a while. Get that one out of the way, though. Don't mess with that one. Part of me is even wondering if I want to just put my damn belt sander to this thing. I thought a belt sander would be too much, or may not even fit on this, but I might check anyway. That 60 grit definitely works faster, but and as much as this project, I will say, it's definitely not a sprint. It is building a plywood tank is definitely a marathon, but at the same time, we're not trying to run a freaking 10, 12K. Yeah, grandma retired from that old Johnson factory a mile down the road. They closed their doors a long time ago. All right. Ooh. Need to get myself a pad down here too. Ah. Well, I might see if our belt sander can also do this. If I can remember where I put it. Be right back. She might go flush. Let's see. Wait. That's our good leg. Don't mess with that one. Will you go right up against that for me? No, you're a little too bulky. You'll work on the top if we got to do any of that, but yeah, I don't know if this one's going to work. It actually might work well enough. Well, what the heck? Let's give it a shot. I got off my butt. I brought it down here. Oh yeah, a Johnson level. Oh, okay. Sorry, Jeff. I am slow sometimes. Yeah, I guess I didn't even recognize, but I might have to buy a longer one here later. I think this one's only about this one's 2 feet. Might have to get a longer one for when we start doing cross bracing and such. But okay. Unplug the palm sander, or at least for now. Might end up going back to that shortly. In the long run, what I should have done here is I should have made sure that this plywood board sat flush with the top of all these legs first before I glued and screwed them together. So, well, more appropriately, when I build another plywood tank for something else down here later on, or wherever I guess in the heck I am, we'll know that for the future. Be a little more cautious on the legs. They got legs. She knows how to use them. This one's also going to be a little messier because you'll also notice on my belt sander, the bag part broke. So sawdust flies everywhere. Which means I'm going to put another layer on top of my keyboard because the last thing I need is sawdust in my keyboard. Okay. That actually might work pretty smoothly. A belt sander is definitely a bit of overkill, but you know what? If it works, who cares? Oh, we're good now. Sweet. Next leg. Okay, I was going about this the wrong way at first. The palm sander is not the way to go. Oh, I guess I could have figured out that, yeah, the belt sander would be quicker, but man, what the hell was I doing on this leg? Oh, wait, there we go. There we go. Okay, I keep mixing up the legs sometimes, so I'm going to put both of you over there. And the good leg is over there on my right. Okay, how are we sitting with this one? Actually, that one's sitting pretty dang good. I may not even actually mess with this leg. Yeah, that's actually pretty flush with each other. Well, if I tilt it down like that, you're not going to see it, but we're a little off. The bubble's touching the line a little bit, but wrong damn leg. Ah, yay. All right, we're still good though. That's great. That's awesome. Still got a little teeny tiny lip on that one though. I am gonna try to shave it down though just a little bit. Peg leg. All right. I did not hold that board very well. You know what? Do what we did last time. Sit it down. There we go. All right. Our 3 good legs. Wait, that's not it. Didn't you say, Austin, you were going to put your good leg over there now? Keep the good leg over there. Oh, yeah. These 3. Oh, yeah. Actually, still a slight lip on that one. The main thing, I mean, like I say, I'm not looking to get these things exactly perfect with each other, but I do want them enough to where that once we start putting everything together, that nothing's going to cause the tank to be, unbalanced or create more pressure points in certain parts of the tank versus other parts, because that would be bad. And make certain parts of the tank a little more leak prone than the others. And we certainly don't want that. All right, buzz this one down just a little more. Maybe I should have put a mask on my face too. Woo! It's getting toasty down here. Who made such a mess? Oh, yeah. Now we got 3 good legs. Okay. You sit over there. All right. You know what? You are also a little bit tall. For some strange reason. And that's why I had her like I did earlier. All right. Why is this one leg so freaking off? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. This one leg that I just picked up is like way shorter than these other 3. That is a problem. Like we are a good almost 1/4 inch lower. Well, this leg may not be any good. I might have to make another one. How do I let that happen? How do I let that happen? How's this one sit? That one's also a little low, but not terribly. I guess I could also like glue some like shim on that there too, and that would probably still work. The tops obviously are a little uneven there as well. The top part are this up here is not what we're as worried about, because in the end the stand is going to be sitting on all of. Turn a couple of these around. So the stand frame itself is going to be sitting on this part right here, the lower shelf down here. This basically back here is just basically to make sure that we have something to screw our brace into. These honestly can be a little uneven, and it's not going to matter a whole heck of a lot. I mean, for cosmetic reasons, probably not going to want it to be off too much, but the inside parts, though, we care a lot about where those are at. All right, and yep, and those 2 look pretty solid. So we're going to leave those alone. I think there was another one that actually looked right on cue with these guys. Yep, these 2 are good. So those guys all over here on my right are good. I don't know why I made a couple of them so much lower than the others, but it's another one. Did my measurements like get mixed up or something here a little bit? Because some of these are right on key with each other. Other ones of them are like almost a 1/4 inch off. Like these 3 are all good, but they're almost a 1/4 inch shorter than all of these over there. What the heck did I do? Yeah, this one's good with them. Oh, just to double check. Oh yeah, our bottom levels there, our brace shelf there couldn't be any more spot on with those. Well, then what the heck did I do? I got 4 of them that are like way off. Austin, what did you do? Okay, make that 5 of them off. Whew, okay. Well, guys, there's no other way to put this. For about 5 of these legs, I might have messed up a little bit because we're about a 1/4 inch shorter than all these over there. No wonder why some of them seem taller. Well, damn, okay. Well, like I say, I might get some shims in and such and fix that up there. And honestly, I might even just cut new legs. I mean, then again, if you put wood glue and some shim on it too, and as long as you level it out, it's probably not going to hurt a whole heck of a lot. But the main thing is we just want it to be level. And if you put a little wood on the top of it, wood glue would actually form like a little gasket with it. Okay, so we're going to separate these. These are the shorter legs. Gosh dang it. I mean, in the end, it's not super far off. Like, I might even be exaggerating a little bit when I say a 1/4 of an inch, but Matt, yeah, I got it. I mean, in the end, there's worse mistakes to make because I mean, this is still very correctable. Like I say, it's just a little extra work now than what it needs to be. Not like that's really new for me, but we'll make it work. I guess. Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to do any. I guess it also, yeah, wouldn't hurt to trim these other ones down and make it a little bit shorter. Problem is, though, these boards are all glued and screwed, so we got to be careful not to go through the back wood there. I mean, like, we've got to be super, super careful not to compromise the strength of the leg. But then again, like I said, I've got so many 2x4s yet. For honestly, I could make more legs. It's also a matter, though, I kind of just really don't want to. But if I have to, well, if I must, I must. But yeah, that's another way to look at it too, Sandy. You know what? We might actually go ahead and just do that. Okay, so these are all the ones that are longer. Uno, dos, tres. All yep, we got 6 of them over here. Okay, so all legs are accounted for. Except you. You're way the heck over there. Let's get you over here with the rest of this crew. So yeah, all the legs are a little bit taller. You know what? Yeah, instead of putting shim, it'd be way easier just to probably even play it safe and just buzz these all down. Okay, let's make sure, though, that all of these are at a current level, because if some of these are even taller or higher than the other, then let's just sand it down to a certain... Well, actually, what am I talking about? No, we don't need to sand. No. Yeah, all these are pretty much... Damn, I wish those other ones were right on point here, because other than a couple of those, these are almost all right on point. All right, so these 6. Where's my marker at? Start marking these up. And use one single leg, Austin. Do not use multiple legs. Okay, there it is. Make sure, where's my level at? This is level. We are right smack dab in the middle. Sweet. Yep, I hear what you say, Sandy. I see Jeff. You too. Yep, that's what we're going to do. All right, so yep, this is about as level as we can be, so we're good there. That, on the other hand, is very not. Fudge. Okay. Very not. Yeah, serves me right for working on this a little bit sleep deprived the other night. I was getting a little tired towards the end of that stream, and I probably should have stopped. Because when you work a little sleep deprived and you try to push through it, this is what happens. Lesson learned. Okay, who is my marker? It's buried under my sandpaper. There it is. Okay. Trying to find there we go. I just want you to both stay still. Make sure we're all lined up as perfectly as possible. Ba-boom. And mark it. All right. We're going to mark all these up before we head to the miter saw. And correct our previous blunder. Make sure, because now we're working with different boards. Yep, we're good. If some of you are sitting here wondering, like, is this thing going to leak when he actually gets to the tank part? Good question. I worry about that myself sometimes. But we got a long, long ways to go before we even get to sweat that part out. We got a lot of bracing, a lot of work yet to do before we even get to sweat that out. Come on, you quit moving. Oh, there we go. I had some piece of sandpaper underneath it. That would not help. There we go. 2 boards marked. It does help when you make absolutely sure that there are no boards underneath the one that you are trying to work with. All right, these line up beautifully. Cool. Make sure. Yep. I didn't quite get that in there. There we go. Next, it up with the rest of the line, just to make sure. Cool. 3rd board marked. 3 down, 3 to go. It's going to make it a teeny tiny bit shorter than our 510, but I guess that's of no consequence. There we go. Another one marked. Dos más. Dos más. Dos más, dos más, dos más. We're good. How's it going, Nathan? Welcome aboard. Jeff, yes, I do have a square, which I use to put the base together. Probably should have used it for these as well, but yes, Jeff, I do have a square. Big one, too. It's almost overkill for this thing. There we go. Why don't you want to get that little bit of an end there? There we go. There we go. 5 down. Which means down to the last one. It's the final stand leg. Wait a minute, Austin. Did you level those? No, you did not. You know, the other ones have been good, though. Yeah, that one's good, too. Okay, you lucked out, Austin. You lucked out. All right. All our legs have been put to the point where they will match all our smaller ones. So now we will mosey over to the saw. Ugh. As soon as I get some feeling back in that leg. Ah, this Indian style thing only works so long. Whew. They are solid things, though. That is for sure. Once they're level, I feel plenty confident that these legs could probably hold a tank twice its size. Maybe even 3 times the size. Oh, yeah, Nathan, having plenty of fun tonight, correcting some previous mistakes because it's what I get for working a little sleep deprived on the previous stream there at about, I mean, what was it, 2:30 in the morning before we stopped? I mean, at first I wasn't tired, but I mean, I'm not going to lie, about the final half hour-ish, 45 minutes, I'm not going to lie, I was kind of trying to power through it because I just wanted to get the legs done. And alas, like I said before, this is the crap you deal with when you get tired and you keep working. Mistakes happen. Remember these builds, they're not a sprint, it is a marathon. Patience, patience, patience. I mean, it's hard to be patient now when you're thinking about the final product as you build it and how cool it's going to look. But alas, patience is more than a virtue. It's a must. All right, get all the legs over there, and then I'll bring the laptop over as soon as I get these final 2 over there. Whew, those are some solid old things. All right, hopefully the camera doesn't give out as well. I'll disconnect the charger. Here we go. Did get a little sawdust on the screen, though. I guess the screen isn't as vital as the... All right. Yeah, that'll work. All right. We got to be, like I said, I got to be really careful here. There are no screws on the way. The screws are at least an inch away from the blade. Maybe, actually, that's more like 2 inches. So either way, plenty good here. So speed squares, yeah. Might not be a bad thing for me to invest in here. Should have actually thought of that while I was at Home Depot here actually earlier today. I was at Home Depot getting some more screws and wood. I don't know why I was getting screws because I walked in. I'm like, oh yeah, I got a whole nother like 2 pounds of the screws that we're using here yet. But we are going to be going through quite a few yet. And once we actually start screwing the plywood onto the bracing and all that, we'll probably be using different screws for that. Definitely won't be using 2.5 inches. I can tell you that much. Oop, that's a little too far up. All right. Aim high, Austin. We'd rather be high. You know what? One more thing before we even do this. Let's get the good leg over here. That way, as we cut these up, we know exactly if the leg is right where we need it to be or not. Okay. I'm going to spread it. And I got a little concrete over there behind me, so that's where I'll test to make sure that they. Well, what am I talking about? Sit on there. Our saw is level. I always make sure that my miter saw is level, which I know we are because I do have a little level bubble on here, and we are right smack dab in the middle, so we are golden. Sandy, is that a sliding miter saw? If you're talking about if it has hydraulics to push or pull the blade out, no, it is not. It's a 12-inch blade, though, so it's still plenty good, but no, I haven't gotten that fancy just yet. So Nathan had a 10-gallon for all 4 days. That's supposed to be a hospital tank, and I've already escaped and added fish. Oh, I've been guilty of that plenty of times. The 120-gallon that I now have some live bearers in, or some platies in more specifically, was supposed to remain as a hospital tank, which will house most of my fish, minus probably the Maboo or Finley, of course. But, of course, Finley's in her own tank, so really, well, alas. Hopefully I never have to worry about it. Oh, yeah, Sandy. Trust me. I could make a slow and steady joke here, but we don't want to lose that PG rating now, do we? But, oh, yes. As a White Snake song would go, make the cut slow and easy. Board moved. Don't move on me, you. I bumped it right as I was bringing the saw down. Stay still, you. Don't you move from that very spot. Little chip there. Come on now. We went in a little bit. We just kissed it. Well, I can live with that. Nothing a little wood filler won't fix. Let's see. We got perfecto. All right, you stay right there. Yeah, finish the cut with the chisel. That's one way to do it. We also got sanders, like a belt sander may also do it. But yeah, actually a chisel. Actually, you're right, Sandy. Chisel would actually probably be better. Hand saw, yeah, that's another one. All right. Perfect. There we go. Once again, just kissed it, but again, I'll live flat. I will live it flat. That's nothing that's going to give us any issues. Actually, you're just a teensy tiny, like half a blade too tall. Come on, you. No, not that far. There we go. And that will be no issue. Like I say, put some wood filler on that. We'll be golden. Honestly, probably wouldn't even need wood filler, but why the heck not? If it adds a little more strength, we're all about it. And that leg is great now, too. A little too far. Scoot that over. Hey, no worries, Sandy. I mean, there are some woodworker things that I have yet to learn to. So, hey, I'm all about getting tips here yet. I'm still very green in my tenure. All right. 2 of our legs are golden. We got 4 more to go. Let's actually bring that up a little bit. Again, I'd rather go a little high than low. We can always shave off more later if we need to. Can't put it back on, though. No, just break off. All right. Well, we'll chisel that off later. Ooh, that's just an ever so slight lip. Just a kiss more off of that. Actually, that's perfect right there. Bonita. Spanish for beautiful. Sony, how's it going? Welcome aboard. Stinking gnat. Had a gnat on my computer. No way, no one likes a bug. Buzz in my face again and I will squash you. If you know what cartoon reference that is from the 90s, we can definitely be friends. Oh, yeah. Should be good. Where are we sitting? Glorious. We're getting the hang of it now, y'all. All right, 4 down, 2 more to go. I like it when I love it when the legs go down nice and easy. Sony, yeah. I mean, I know a lot of people give hexagon or column tanks in general a bad rap, but I think they're okay. They just take a little more strategic stocking and such. People just gotta, of course, remember that about the surface area and the oxygen ratio there, of course. And I mean, really, once you get that down, I mean, yeah, they can be really, really cool tanks. Especially, I mean, if you get lucky and find like a 75-gallon hex like that, which is granted not easy to find, but I got really, really lucky with that one. A store was just basically getting rid of it because it needed to be resealed. I found a friend about 3-4 years later after I bought it that finally said he would do it. And yeah, it was well worth the wait. Right, Jeff, right? Okay, let's actually scoot that just a hair back. There we go. Like I say, you can always take off more later, but once it's off, it's off. Oh, yeah. Little splinter. Pull that off. Wow, that actually shaved off pretty good. Like I say, I'll definitely have to get some wood filler. Probably won't even need it because, like I say, we're barely kissing into the other board. At least we have so far. Oh, yeah, that one needs a little more offer, though. All right. How's that? No. Still needs a little more, I guess. Just felt like half a blade. Magnificent. All right. That should do it. But just to make sure. Oh, yeah. We're good now. Couldn't get much better than that. We'll leave that one alone. Last but not least. Scoot that back just a hair. All right, here we go. Where are we sitting? Come on, you. Why won't you stay still? There we go. We're a little bit tall on that one yet. Ooh, that'd be too much. Scoot back. All right. That could actually work pretty well. I won't have to chisel that board. Okay. Our legs should be good. What the heck? Oh, Hercules behind me is apparently got spooked by me moving. Sorry about that, buddy. Unfortunately, Hercules scares a little easy, though. A trick is to a trick is hold the board against the blade with slight pressure, lift the blade, then cut will take a sliver off. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's always what I've been taught anyway. Woo! Apparently that mic was really holding us down up front here. All right, well, hopefully that's the end of the miter saw for tonight. Oh, should be. All right. Our legs should be golden now. All right. Just to make extra sure. Yep. Before we move, we're going to double check. Yeah. Look. You stay the heck still. This one actually needs a little more. Oh, yep, there is a little bit of a silver lining on that one yet. Woo, not that much. No. Now there we go. All right, now we should be good there, right? Ooh. Don't fall. Ah, much better. Oh, here we go. We'll turn you guys, see a little bit more of what I'm doing here. Yep, we're good. We're good. Wish there. Oh, there we go. We finally got it. Oh, nice. All right. Oh, yeah. All right. There we go. All the legs should be right where we want them. So now it's a matter of figuring out where we're going to put our legs at. So, well, I have that pretty much figured out. Be right back. Well, actually, no. we're going to bring this laptop over first. And then I'll start bringing the wood over. And we'll start scaling out the legs here. Whew. Actually, put you all over here. We're gonna triple check this, make sure all is well before we actually start advancing to the next stage. Here we go. Did I bring my tape measure? Yep, there it is. It's right there. Cool. Wait a minute, this is one of the other legs. Where's my good leg? There it is. You belong over there. Not that it should not that it matters anymore. All right, very good. Where did I just see my tape measure at? Oh, it's right over there. All right, now we'll start measuring this thing out, and we'll start spreading the legs, I guess. Will I get demonetized for saying that? All right, here we go. Matt with all the wood jokes. Love it. Love it. Beta and Guppy Gal, welcome aboard. Saints Dust, welcome. Welcome. Oh, so Vibes apparently just finished up, huh? Well, welcome to the, I don't know, whatever we want to call this. I don't know, after party or wind down or whatever, I guess. La-dee-da-dee. Norm Abram. That name does sound familiar, but I couldn't tell you much about him, Sony. When I think of like woodworking and such, for better or for worse, I think Tim the Tool Man, of course, Tool Time or Home Improvement with Tim Allen, which obviously is, not really. But my father did watch a lot of Home Time with like Bob Vila and such when I was growing up. So did see a little bit of his work as well. Not that I was really overly old enough to really pay all that much attention, but at least somewhat familiar. Legs Day video. Oh, well, when you talk about that, Matt. There you go. Yeah, it's a leg day. You're right. Leg day, leg day, leg day. All right. Get all the sandpaper out of here, all that crap. Okay. Honestly, yeah, shouldn't. Oh, we will want that just for extra reassurance. All right. That's the next thing. Yep. Sitting just fine. We're not gluing or screwing anything to the base here tonight. This is just a part of where we're marking where the legs are going to go. Because, yeah, all these wood pieces that we did correct, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to put some wood filler in them. Probably here even tonight. Well, I'll probably do it off camera here because probably I'll be really quicker. I don't know. I might even do it tomorrow. I have a cedar wood filler. That's the problem. Do I really want? No, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow because I only have a cedar wood filler, and obviously with pine studs here, that would look kind of silly. Not that it would really matter, but I don't know. I'm picky, I guess. All right. Spread the tape across. So the actual stand itself, by the way, if I haven't given you the exact measurement, our actual stand is 67 inches. Like pretty much right on the dot. Okay, you stay right there. Don't move, Mr. Tape Measure. Or Ms. Whatever. Okay, where's my... Did I leave my marker over there? I bet you I sure as heck did. Wait, no, that wouldn't make sense. Because I didn't... No, I don't know where I put the marker at. I need my marker. Oh. Aha, there it is. I hit it for myself. Come here, you. That's actually not a bad idea either, Sandy. Not a bad idea at all. Sony, yes, loved Home Improvement growing up. Tim Allen still remains one of my, well, part of it's also nostalgia's sake, but still always like to kind of see what Tim Allen's doing. Of course, also the voice of Buzz Lightyear, among others. I mean, what 90s kid hasn't seen the Toy Story films? Stephen P., welcome aboard. Good to see you, man. As always. Have I missed any other hellos? I noticed we got a few more folks in here since earlier. If I've ever missed any of y'all, obviously I'm trying to make sure I don't mess up again so that we don't have to backtrack like we did tonight. But all right, so we're gonna do something like such. No, this isn't the legs themselves are actually gonna go on the base, of course. But all right, let's plan this out because up here, the reason why we got 11 is because we're also going to put like a little door opening up here. So if I need to get at the filtration and such, we can. All right, so 67. Obviously, that's going to be a decimal point, but divided by 4, la-dee-da-dee-dee-doo-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. That is approximately 16 3/4 inch. Okay. Not that we're going to, so we'll do that on the back, but up here is a little more challenging. Because obviously, like I say, want to make sure we leave room for all of this up here. But do not worry, back here, we do have a plan. Everything's still going to cross brace just fine. You'll see that come to fruition eventually, whenever we reach that point. Hopefully it won't be too long, but obviously some other projects going on down here in the fish room too. Okay. Boom, boom. All right. Give me that tape measure back now that we've kind of got ourselves a rough draft idea for the front. Vibes, welcome aboard. Heard you just had a solid stream there as well. Didn't know anybody else was actually streaming at this point here. I'm not gonna lie, I've actually been watching the Fish Fam link calendar up there on the the Fish Fam website there to see if anyone's going live or not. Part of the reason why I've been doing some of the live streams at the time that I have, trying to do it when no one else is, because I don't want to step on anybody else's toes. But all right, so we said about 16 3/4 inch. Is it for 5? But back here, I can move those out of the way just a little bit. There we go. There we go. 6, 7 inches. Bada bing, bada boom. That's a little crooked. Let's actually line it up a little more centric. There we go. We can put those down now that we have our markings down. Well, bearings. I actually haven't marked it on the front yet. Thanks, Dust. Absolutely. Happy New Year to you as well. T-minus 23 hours here in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Currently sitting at 1:13 in the AM. The Saints Dust is also calling on night. Absolutely, man. Have a good one. Have a good New Year. If I don't see you, well, like I say, I probably won't stream it anytime tomorrow night. Might try to go in the afternoon, depending on how we get all this going. But if I don't see you again, Dusty, Happy New Year. And hopefully your Christmas was great as well. Alrighty. I need to put my marker in better places. Or have multiple markers. That would work too. I keep putting it between things. I put it between those boards. Why would I do that? It's like I'm creating a challenge for myself. We do not need the belt sander anymore. So let's get that out of the way. Or at least don't need the belt sander currently. Okay. So how we're going to do this is we're going to put, obviously, 2 legs kind of by the corners here for good bracing. Let's see. But we also want to make this line up somewhat symmetrical to each side. Go. How far is that from the edge? Closer to the edge. Let's do that in actually a little bit. There we go. All right. So that point reaches 5 inches. All right. Do the same shindig over here. Can't stop addicted to the shindig. Do, 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 do. Don't know the words here. Good song, though. Just haven't heard it in a while. There we go. Those are all lined up. Oop. That one came undone when I did my tape measure. Bingo. And mark. Make sure we're still golden over here. Now we move just a teeny bit over here. Scoot in. All right, there we go. That's much better. Mark. We're going to put 2 more legs on the back. We want to make sure that they are symmetrical. Well, not symmetrical, but at equal distances, so that we try to get this thing up to optimum strength. And don't worry, yes, there will be also cross braces going front to back here as well. Probably even side to side there as well. We are going to build this. It's going to be a tank of a tank. Sony, well, obviously I can't speak from personal experience because, well, I have the 1.510 in here that actually, well, I was a part of, but didn't actually build myself. I helped purchase some materials for it. That was about it. But my friend had the 1 plywood tank here as a saltwater tank of all things for about, he had it for about 3 to 4, closer to 3 years before I got it. And so, I mean, it kind of depends also, Sony, on how thick you put the epoxy on. Like, if you put fewer coats, it's probably going to last lesser time versus if you make the epoxy thicker. And of course, it also depends on how big the tank is and, how the water pressure. I mean, there's a couple of different exponents that go in it, but like if this one, like I'm thinking I'm probably going to put, well, for sure the bare minimum I would recommend, I think a lot of other channels would recommend as well, you want to at least put 2 coats on there in total. I would honestly say you can't hurt by even doing 3, which is probably what I'm going to at least do. I'm probably going to do at least 3 coats myself, but yeah, I guess there's a few variables that go into that, Sony, so it kind of depends on what you would be thinking. And I guess actually, as Jeff also says, yeah, it also depends. I mean, it also kind of depends on how you do the seams as well. Some people will tell you that it's okay to just silicone the seams with an extra large bead. That is not what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, if you've seen like what Aquarium Domain does, he gets like fiberglass cloth. In fact, I actually think I have it nearby here. Where'd I put it? There we go. So, yeah, we'll take it out of the bag here. I got to take it out eventually anyway. So, I mean, if you use like fiberglass cloth, like what I got here, and put it on the seams here, I got 4-inch wide. Like this is probably even overkill, but that's what we're going to be doing with the seams. And what you do is after you put like, you use some like resin and such, you can also use the Pond Armor itself to saturate it itself. Pond Shield or Pond Armor, yeah, Pond Shield has like a little channel of also how to do that with plywood tank if you search it on YouTube. But yeah, I'm personally, yeah, kind of as you went off to, Jeff, there, yeah. I will not be doing any silicone on the seams. I think then, yeah, you're probably lessening the lifespan significantly, probably, especially if you're making a bigger tank, like closer to the 4 digits or the higher 3s. Whereas if you do fiberglass here, I think that's a way stronger way to do it. All right. Back to this. We're the tape measures over here. Quick drink. The doctor is in. That is true. Yeah, Jeff. I mean, yeah. I will always say, I mean, I know some people are always like, you shouldn't recommend our channels. I will recommend other channels, especially. If anyone, yeah, anyone that really wants to dive deep into plywood builds, yes, Aquarium Domain is the freaking man. Like, the man just built a 4,500 gallon plywood tank. I mean, the dude's out of his dang mind in the most awesome way possible. But I mean, for me, this is my first ever plywood build. Obviously, at some point, I want to try to build a second one. Who knows? Maybe if neither one of my plywood builds at that point go, then maybe we'll try a third later. But yeah, this is my first build. I'm kind of just going off what most others say here. I mean, a lot of research, obviously, through videos, articles, and just asking around with other people that have done the job, what they did to make their projects. But yeah, aquarium domain, yeah. If anybody wants to know how to make a plywood tank, especially if you're thinking of a big build, I mean, the dude's actually got a video that's making a plywood tank pretty similar like to what I'm doing right now. I mean, one of his videos, this is why I'm doing the legs the way I am with like the little undershelf thing. One of his videos gave me that idea, and it's like, that's a very good idea. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, little rant there, but yes, anyone that's looking to get on a plywood build, check out Aquarium Domain as well. Oh, there, that guy, he is the man when it comes to plywood builds. He also does a very good job of explaining it too. That's another thing I really like about his channel. He really explains very well of what he's doing and how he did it. All right, so that's about 13. That seems a little too far inward. We might spread you over a little bit more. Let's see, where are you at? Oh, yeah, we're off. Okay, scoot you over that way. Scoot you this way a couple inches at least. $16 on the dot. Don't you dare fall. Stay right there, you pain in the butt. All right. Another way to do this too, just to make extra sure we're doing this right. Scoop against that, please. 51 inches in the middle. There we go. Very good. Right. Scoot you over just a hair. And this leg then will come over here a little bit more. I scooted it over too far. That was too far. How's that? Close. Now back a little bit. There we go. There we go. 16 right on the button. Honestly, if we did it like that, also up on the front, that would not be the worst thing. Yeah, 16 inches. You make a door out of that easily. Yeah. 16 inches is plenty of room. Sonny G, you're welcome. Yeah, like I say, I see Sandy up there endorsing as well. Yeah, plywood builds. Yeah, check him out. Dude's got a 3,000 to 4,500. Dude's gonna build a couple more 4-digit in the gallon area tanks as well here yet. Once he's pretty much done with the 4,500 now, I believe. So. Absolutely. So, I mean, yeah, I'm still kind of new to the whole concept of plywood tanks here too. But I mean, the best way to learn kind of is to, well, outside of watching and reading about how people did it themselves, is also to, hey, give it a shot. You won't succeed if you don't as much as try. But I mean, again, yeah, you don't just dive head first in it once you hear of it, of course. Like, of course, as you know. But yeah. Here we go. All right. So what are we doing on the side? I lost my marker again. Oh, it's under my butt. There we go. And half a little smoky, all covered with sawdust. I lost my poor marker when it rolled under my butt. Oh, I'm a child. The legs are all good here, so marking these up. Very good, very good, very good, good, good. There we go. Our back is all marked. I'm going to try to leave those alone so that they're out of our way. And our front back here, just a friendly reminder. We are 39 inches front to back. I know I initially said I was going to do 36, but since the 5'10", it's 39 inches as well. Figured, you know what? What the heck? We're going to do this one the same length. Or width, rather. Not length. Length would be... Width is... All right. So, 39 inches. Come here, you. At least something like that, right? We're in the right ballpark, at least. Okay. Oh, yeah. Craig, welcome aboard. I think I saw you streaming the other night. I think it was, if not last night, 2 nights ago, I believe. Checked in. Looks like you were either feeding fish or doing some water changes and such. Late night stream, too. Glad to know I'm not the only one that likes to do a little late night entertainment. Let's see. Are we good right there? Liner. Austin, are we thinking about maybe even making more leg? Nah, I mean, we've already made so many legs. We are plenty golden with what we've done. But now I scooted over a little too far. Just a pinch back. There we go. There we go. That's great. Ouch. Come on, you. All right, fine. You're going to do that. That's what I'm going to do. $14 on the button. Okay. This is the cool thing about the tape measure. Double-sided. Whatever side I'm on, I will know exactly where we're at. Not gonna lie, guys. As much as we've worked on legs off camera, I might make 2 more legs for our sides here. As much and fed up as I am with the legs here, but we probably are good. We're probably good, but like I say, I'd rather beef this bad boy up. Still, we can focus on our front part here too. Checking through the chat here, checking through the chat. Don't want to ignore all you guys too much here as I work. All right. So the first leg goes about here. Scoot over just a little bit. All right. That marking is going to be about approximate. Obviously, we'll make absolutely sure that these line up as they should. Boom, boom. All right. "16 inches onward." Ow. How's that looking? Ooh, need to push her over about another inch. Wait, what the heck? Oh, it's 135. I was about to say, I thought that clock was about to say like from a distance, it looked like a 3. That's a sign that I'm probably getting a little sleepy, especially since I pushed it 1.5 inches when I only needed to push it 1 inch. Woo! Second time though with the charm there. That's right on the money, honey. All right. Of course, these markings are not absolutely final. Most of these are approximate. We'll put the final markings right before we glue and screw them on here. But then, of course, we got to chisel some mistakes off here yet. Whew, it's almost like I'm making a cage for myself, right? What is my deal? And with putting things directly behind me where I can't see them. I need a rear view mirror or something. Rear view. Okay, let's see here. Actually, this leg would be easier to figure out if we go over here to the edge first. Be a lot easier on ourselves. There's that. Very good. There we go. Now we can worry about this leg. We actually might even have enough space to put like a little middle deal here too. Nope, need about a ½ inch over yet. Quarter of an inch. Bit by bit, we're getting there. There we go. Mark them. All right. Cool. Yep. And the sides, because I'm a paranoid fool, I'm going to build an extra leg for each side because, yeah, I'm paranoid that way. But when we're talking about 300 gallons of water, well, it doesn't hurt anything. All right. Everything is marked, though, where we have it figured out. Take this stuff off. Folks, so I don't make any more sleep-deprived mistakes, I might call this good for tonight. We've corrected our legs. We've made our markings to where we're ready to put at least the majority of our legs on the base. It's just a matter of executing. Yep. Got them all. Cool. Okay. Excuse me while I try to re-feel my legs again. Woo! Get the blood flowing through the legs so they can operate. Ouch. Woo! That's what happens when you sit Indian style for too long, man. Starts to hurt. Need to quit doing that to myself. Whew. It's almost like a pinch. Things are solid. All right. Jeff, how is the Bumblebee Oscar doing? Doing well. I need to scrub their tank off. We got a little algae on there. Turn my light on here as I wrap this baby up here. 9 minutes away from 2 hours now. What the heck? We'll push her to 2 hours here before we call it a stream. But yeah, the Bumblebee Oscar and of course the albino tiger Oscar, yin and yang as we named them. They're both doing well. Still getting along perfectly fine here. Hoping here in the upcoming month here of January we can start work on getting them to their new home, which of course will be the 185-gallon Beaufront aquarium. Oh, hopefully I don't disconnect the camera, which is, yep, sitting right there. You can see the majority of it. As you can see, I got a little bit of sand in there already. That sand is actually sitting in there because I went ahead and rinsed a lot of it out. For the sand, since I got a lot of sand that was kind of taking up some of my buckets in here, I'm going to go with an old salt and pepper look for the sand in there, which I know some people are not a fan of that, but for Oscars, it'll work. But I mean, we got play sand in their tank right now, but so it'll be similar grain and such. They don't like to wallow on the sand too terribly much anyway, but yeah, we'll do that. I had the salt and pepper look back when I had some African cichlids, like way early in this channel. Like, I think I decided to ditch that tank before I even hit 500 subs, which, oh yeah, speaking of subs, which normally I don't like talking about this, but before I started the stream, I believe, I might be off, I don't know. We were either 8 or 7 subscribers away from 2,500. I would love to try and maybe hit that 2,500 mark before the clock strikes midnight here before we head into 2024. So if anybody, whether if you're watching this live or if you're watching the replay, have not already subscribed, please consider doing so. If you want to stay in the loop with everything I do here, obviously we'll be doing more on this build here, plenty more on this build here yet to come. Obviously, as y'all know, we built the stand for the 275s there as well. I'm starting to clean up one of the 75s there as well. We'll get that set up here as well. And yeah, all sorts of cool stuff coming up here in 2024. Conventions. I know the wife and I are planning to at least go to, I think currently at least 2 of the Quad City fish swaps. They're in Davenport, which I mentioned a lot. We're thinking we're probably going to try to really get out to the Keystone Clash. That's probably our number one far, like, long distance big convention that we're going to make. We may also try to make Aquashella Chicago as well, potentially. That one's still kind of up in the air yet. I'm not sure about Aquashella Chicago, but for sure we're definitely going to try to make the Keystone Clash because, I've never been in Pennsylvania. And I know I saw so many videos on that convention from just this past one a few months ago, and really bums me out that I wasn't able to make that work after saying for so long that I was going to. But, sorry, my throat was starting to get a little scratchy on me. But yes, in 2024, we are going all in on trying to make the Keystone Clash here this year. If it means we can't make any other big conventions this year, so be it. But the Keystone Clash, I know there's a lot of other fish tubers that go to that one mostly that I have yet to meet, and yeah, that's kind of another reason why I want to get out there. I mean, it's cool to see all y'all guys in the chat here and see whatever shorts, live streams, videos y'all do. But I mean, so far almost all the fish people I've met in person, no complaints. I mean, like, I know Jeff obviously has been in the chat here a lot tonight. I remember meeting him, Foxy, Peplin Creek, Kenny E, Danikin Aquatics. I remember meeting him at the Catfish Cataclysm in Wisconsin here just in 2023 earlier. That was a lot of fun there as well. I remember meeting Scales does artwork and such. I believe he played a hand in the Aquarium Co-op logo. I might be incorrect on that, so I won't talk too deeply on that. I might be wrong. But I know he did. He's done like some channel logos and such. Obviously, Victoria Lee Creates. It's where I met her the first time. She's coming to Davenport or the Quad City Fish Swap here in January, on January 15th, or 2 weeks actually from, this Sunday. So I guess technically it's Sunday here in Council Bluffs now. So actually 2 weeks from today for me, she will be at the Quad City Fish Swap. So if that persuades any of you to maybe give it a shot. But yeah, lots of plans here coming up for 2024 here. I'm sure some new plans will get going here as well. I'm hoping that we can have this plywood tank at least towards the finishing stages around my birthday, which is in April, to those of you wondering. We'll see. I'm hoping that's about the time where we can at least, if we're not finished, at least by that point, hopefully the finish line is at least in sight. Hopefully then it's at least in reach. That's the goal. But again, like I said a couple times earlier on this stream, this project, I knew right from the start when we got going on this thing, projects like this, they're definitely not a sprint. This is a marathon that you want to definitely take time, build it strong, build it sturdy, because in the end, that's how you make these things last longer, is when you take the extra time to give it that extra strength and just pay attention to detail. If you do that, then lessen the likelihood of errors. Oh, Sony. Yes, I did actually have a spare clamp. So off camera, I went ahead. I basically just redid that whole leg. I took it apart once I turned off the camera that night, and then just re-screwed and glued it all over again. And yeah, I clamped it that time. Fortunately, I had another clamp. It was similar to the one that went earlier, but yes, I did get a clamp on it, so that leg is good to go. June, thank you so very much. Appreciate the extra support there as well. Oh, also, before I do go, a little announcement to members, because I do know we have a couple of members here in the chat here. I did eliminate the figure 8 puffer tier. I don't think anybody here in the chat was a member of that one. I think we only had 2 members at that level anyway, but kind of just, I finally am starting to revamp and reorganize the, just had the word there. Oh yeah, the memberships here as well. Because obviously was trying to, I'm still going to prioritize comments from members and such. Because, well, I feel like if you're willing to give me a little extra money to help me do what I do here, you deserve that much. At the end of each video as well, I'm going to see if I can also maybe make it happen with live streams in the future too. Whatever level you give me as well, whether if it's P puffer, we also still have the red eye puffer, we also have the Amazon puffer. Those 3 levels are still here. No matter what level you are at, I will also make a little template at the end there to basically give an extra thank you to all the members here and such. So if you're a member, whether if it's P puffer, red eye puffer, or Amazon puffer, then yes, we'll go ahead and I'll put your name at the end of each and every video. So that way everybody, one, knows that you give a little support to this channel. And hey, it's another way to get your channel name out there. So little win-win for us both there, I think. And speaking of June earlier, thank you so much for becoming a member. I cannot see here on StreamYard what level you joined, but really doesn't matter to me. Whatever level you joined, greatly appreciated. Thank you very much, June, for the extra support here. And, of course, always checking in here on the streams and joining the madness that we do down here in the fish room. Greatly appreciate you, June. Truly awesome. Can't thank you enough. Like I say, memberships, they're awesome. Never expected, but beyond appreciated. They truly help me do what I do down here and make it that much little more easier. Oh, okay, the PUFFER. Yeah. I mean, hey, the cool thing is, whatever level you join, yeah, whatever level you join, you unlock emojis. I have like different puffer stickers. And the cool thing is, the more members we get, the more emojis and stickers I can offer to all of you. So, and I have a couple that are sitting, waiting to be open for use, stuff like that. But anyway, enough self-promotion. I don't want to go too much on that. Puff Puff Pack. Are you talking the Fish Fam Fantasy Football there, June? If you're talking about that, then yes. In terms of the Fish Fam's Fantasy Football, yes. Puff Puff Pack is me. It has been a... okay, yep, so you were talking about that. Figured you were. But yes, that's gone pretty well. This year, I mean, had a couple of tough losses. Kenny E got me one time. I think it was Guppy Mob that got me one time. I can't remember who else got me. Was it Ed? No, I think I beat Ed both times. That sounds wrong. I don't know. I have 3 losses, though. I don't know. I can't remember who the other one is. I know Kenny E got me one time. I know that, yeah, or maybe it was Bosmani's that got me the one time. That might have been it. I can't remember who the other one was. But oh, you're Merked Mob. Okay, well, that's right. I think there's like 2 mob teams, but actually, June, I think you and I play on the final week of the regular season, which is going to be interesting because we'll have to wait and see what all players decide to sit down for that final week. Hopefully not many. Being a Packer fan, hopefully at least then I can have a couple of my Packer players still in the mix. If Kenny E's Vikings don't smack my Packers around here later today, I guess, technically. Only Oscar's also doing a puffer bomb emoji. Got the spotted, the red line, the P. Of course, got Finley, the red eye, and the arrowhead. Yeah, as you see, all sorts of puffer stickers there. I would love to get like a figure 8 and such, or I think I got a spotted Congo on there too. Well, yeah, I just said spotted. Austin, what are you talking about? But yeah, want to get some other stickers on there too. But like I say, the more members we get, the more I get to offer you guys. But again, I've done enough self-promotion, so enough of that. Plushy, undefeated, solid. Nice. Let's see here. Well, we've eclipsed the 2-hour mark here. Well, we got 5 minutes till 2 a.m. What the heck? I can do 5 more minutes at least. Wait a minute, what the heck? Oh, it's a plant. I thought the black Oscar was laying weird on one of the plants. Like, you were just swimming around when I fed you, like, right before the stream. So, like, dude, 2.5 hours ago, you were just swimming around. But he's good. Those Oscars, as I'm sure some of you would agree, that, yeah, some of them would be, whew. Some of them are, they're funny little critters. Oh, your son runs it. The coach. Oh, he's the coach. You're the owner. Got it. Well, hey, that counts. I mean, if you're still overseeing the team, that counts. I mean, you got to share the trophy then if you win it, but here we go. I'm telling you guys, she knows something's up. She keeps sitting over here with us until I get the camera over here because she's not sure what to think of this camera. She has no problem with my phone, but this camera, she's not quite sure what to think. Just look at her. Ain't she beautiful, guys? She's going to look awesome when we finally get this tank going. Ooh, Finley, was that a yawn? She does do that, actually. She and Mac They actually do yawn. Hercules, the cross river puffer, he does too. Oh, did you find a snail? She must have found a snail. Yeah, I can't wait to get her tank done. She is gonna... We're a little ways away yet, but bit by bit, guys, we're getting closer and closer and closer. We're gonna... Sooner or later, the more we work on it, the closer and closer we get to it. But like I say, got to take our time. We got to stay patient. But, well, by we, I mean mostly me. I say I'm already envisioning this thing of like what it's going to look like when it's all full of water and such. And, you know, I got to really pace myself so I don't get ahead of myself here and, yeah, make mistakes like what we had to fix here tonight. But are we at 2,500 here? A good question. Where is my phone at? I could check my YouTube studio. Well, actually, here I can check on the computer too, I guess. Let's see, where are we at? All right, YouTube studio open. No, we are 5 away. We are 2,995. So we're 5 away there, Plushie. We're 5 away. Only Oscars. I need a group of puppers still undecided on which ones. Well, it kind of also depend. I guess that would depend on what you would want for or what you have for a tank size there, I guess. But in terms of like puffers that shoal together, I mean, obviously pea puffers would be an option, as you and I both know. Another one, the 100-gallon. Well, hell, that opens a lot of opportunities. I mean, if you want to go stay on the freshwater side, I mean, you could do red-eye puffers. They only grow about 2 to 3 inches, so it's kind of red-eye puffers to me are a good step up from the pea puffers if that's a route you want to go. Otherwise, Amazon puffers would be fantastic. I mean, they would love life in a 100. I mean, you could probably get about, I'd say at least 8 to 10 of them, probably. I guess I also don't know the dimensions of that tank, though. I presume it's something relatively similar to 125. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, if you're going with, if you're going that route, then yeah, I would say that's the way to do it. Otherwise, if you want to, okay, I see you say freshwater. Otherwise, I was going to say, if you want to get adventurous and go on the brackish side, I mean, you could do green spotted puffers, which I think are absolutely awesome. They do tend to be a little fin nippy, though. Occasionally, mine do get a little temperamental with each other, but not to a point where it's lethal to anybody in there. But it also helps that I only have 5 and a 75, so they got plenty of space to get away from each other if one of them get a little testy. Figure 8s, I think, have some of the best markings out there for a puffer around that size. Otherwise, back on the freshwater side, okay, so it's 6 feet long, 23 tall, 18 inches wide. Well, then, yeah, that's a beautiful footprint. Then, yeah, Amazons, like I say, you could probably put 10 of them in there, probably and be good. I mean, otherwise, if you want to open up the pocketbook a little bit here, June, another option you could really do is spotted Congo puffers. They are definitely a little more pricier than pretty much every puffer I mentioned here otherwise, but they're another one. They get about, I think, 4 or 5. I've heard some people say they can reach closer to 6 inches. I've never really seen, I guess I've seen supposedly on YouTube that some people say that theirs is 6 inches, but yeah, you could go that route too. I mean, beautiful coloration, beautiful pattern. Yeah, there's a lot of different options if you want a group of puffers. George RB3, how's it going? Just getting a little more done on the plywood tank here. We're about to wrap it up for the evening here, but just kept chatting about puffers among other things here. Here we go. Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats. Love that name. So catchy. Hey, hope you're doing well here on this New Year's Eve now. We're 2 hours into it. So, yeah, we're 2:02 here now and counts buff. So, T minus 22 hours till we reach 2024 here. All right, let's see here. Wally, welcome aboard. Love your videos. Appreciate it, man. Thank you very much. Glad to have something a little entertaining. Hopefully, they're helpful as well there too. I'm cycling a 125 gallon. Nice. For my new Fahaka puffer. Rock on. Yeah, 125 is that's a good size for a Fahaka there. I definitely like that you're going with the 6 feet side to side there and not just the 4 feet there, which is kind of why I'm also getting away from the 150 here. I mean, that's me personally too. I would rather give my puffer more space to swim side to side. I mean, I also would prefer to give him that 2 feet front to back there too, just because, it makes him a little more comfortable. But I mean, 18 inches, I mean, I know I go back and forth on that, but really 18 inches, you can't go wrong with that. A 125 for a Fahaka, pretty good. It gives him a very nice footprint, that's for sure. But yeah, rock on there. Cycling a tank, that's always exciting. Can't wait to start cycling a couple of 75s down here later, as well as our 180 bow front once we get the sump tank or sump filter connected and all ready. Yeah, 18 inches is also great for an Oscar. Hence why, yeah, I'm using that 185 bow front there too, because 6 feet long. The peak of the bow front actually reaches 25 inches, and then the edges are actually 18 and a half inches. But, well, I say the peak of the bow reaches 25 inches, but of course the overflow towards the center of the tank there takes a little bit of that away. But alas, yeah, can't wait to get that 185 bow front going. Once we get the 2 Oscars in there, as well as everything else we got planned in there, it's going to look awesome. I can't wait to get it going. Oh, what the heck? Shall we refresh it for just the heck of it? But that's not what I want to go into. There we go. YouTube Studio. Let's see. Where are we at? $2,496. Okay. Well, if we get in this stream, cool. If we don't, oh well. Bumblebees get large, very large. What is large, June? I was told by the person that I bought it from that they were telling me about anywhere between, give or take, around 14, 16 inches is what I was told. But if you know otherwise, feel free to definitely let me know, because I definitely want to know what I'm working with here. Jeff, I really want to build a 2 8-foot by 3 by 3 like plywood tank build, Jeff. Yeah, that would be really cool, actually. Yeah. Like I say, anyone that's looking to do a plywood tank build, strongly recommend go look at a aquarium domain there. Try and remember the guy's first name. I think his name is Jeremy, I believe. I don't know. I don't want to say one thing and be totally off there, but yeah, that's going to be that'll be pretty cool. I mean, once you start doing 8-foot tanks and then adding that 3-foot dimension and all that, I mean, man, it almost feels like a miniature swimming pool, doesn't it? That's what everybody was saying when I was setting up the 510 here anyway. Everyone's like, man, 8 feet long, 39 inches front to back. It's like, it almost feels like a swimming pool. And the fact that I could actually, when I was cleaning it, could actually lay in it and not have my head or feet touch the tank. And that's not easily said. I'm 6'4". So, I mean, have a tank where I can lay in it and not put my feet or head up against any of the walls is, tell you what, that's a good way for me to get an idea of like, yeah, this tank is massive. Yes, but it's definitely a ways out. Like talking a couple of years there, Jeff, or I definitely thought, I mean, honestly, when I first thought about building a plywood tank here, I thought it was going to be a little further off than what I'm doing it as right now. Um, but, I figured, again, like I say, you know what? I got a lot of wood already up in a couple of my sheds here on the property. So I was kind of like, you know what? What the heck? Let's do it. Finley could use a bigger tank. I want to start building some plywood tanks and kind of getting the hang of that myself. Because, I mean, in terms of getting big tanks, it's a great way to do it. It's, well, in terms of great, a cost-effective way to do it. But, whew, running out of Dr. Pepper. The crisis is real. Oh, 2 feet of that plywood tank would be for a wetlands filter. Yeah, I noticed, and a lot of people like to do that for their plywood tanks. I'm not doing that for this one. Honestly, what I'm thinking of doing for filtration on this tank for Finley's is I'm probably going to take the FX6 off of her 150 and throw it over here. And I honestly might even go buy a second FX6 and throw her sponge filters in here as well. Well, at least one of them anyway. I'm probably going to keep the smaller one in there because obviously as we get the 150 going, we're going to put Hercules, our cross river puffer, in there once we move Finley over. And then I'll probably just go ahead and get another canister filter for the 150 here later on. But Skull Aquatics, welcome aboard. Yeah, you're not the only one up. We've been up doing this for a little over 2.25 hours. Working more and more on the plywood tank build here. But since the body is starting to say, hey, I'm tired, decided, you know what? I don't want to make any more mistakes than I have. So, yeah, let's avoid making any further mistakes. But soon and very soon, we shall continue. Like I say, I might go live again. I believe that tomorrow there's a lot of openings, like in the afternoon. Let's see. Checking the Fish Fam Link website here. On Sunday, I mean, yeah, 2 to 3 wide open. I might do that. 4 to 5 is wide open as well between Brienne and Skipper there, according to the calendar. And then it opens up after 10, which I highly doubt I'm going to be at that because, again, New Year's Eve. And wife and I have some plans there for the New Year's Eve. Oh, what the heck. I'll refresh the YouTube studio one more time just for the heck of it. Let's see. 2,496. All right. Well, that's fine. It happens when it happens. All right. Checking through the chat. Yes. I've got to start one. Oh, right. Let's see here. I saw that earlier, June, but yeah, bowl game. Yeah, there we go. We both got to win it, June, this year. You, me, and, well, your son, I guess. We got to win our game this week so we can call week 17. We can call our game the Super Bowl then. The Fish Fam Fantasy League Super Bowl. I actually had a player play tonight. I think I had David Montgomery, one of the running backs for the Lions, playing here tonight. I'll have to see how he did. Oh, what the heck? I got a computer right in front of me. I wish I knew what the heck I did with my phone, though. Have to find that before I take everything upstairs here. Ooh, the Cowboys won. Look at the boys go. Boy, they're looking really good for a team that's probably just going to lose their first playoff game again. I'm sorry. I'm a bit of a jerk. No sound. No, thank you. Oh, yeah, David Montgomery did well. 65 yards, had a touchdown, a rushing touchdown, no catches. Only was targeted once, really? Okay. Okay. Brienne hasn't gone for a while, huh? Sounds like me on my Monday musings, although this Monday I do plan to get back at it here. I think on New Year's Day, well, tentatively, I'll put a post in the community tab there if we don't, but I'm thinking on New Year's Day, we'll probably go ahead and do a stream. We'll probably be working on this more, but I mean, yeah, if Brienne doesn't go tomorrow, well then. Well, then, yeah, that would actually open it up from 2 to 5. Well, then, yeah, we might do a little something. We might do something tomorrow then. We might do something tomorrow then. Somewhere in that time frame between 2 to 5 p.m. Central Time, we might do something then. Try to get a little further on this. Oh, is that true, Skull? You thinking of making the Quad City swap? That'd be awesome. Like I say, I know we already got some folks going there. I know Primetime Aquatics. I think Jason plans on making it again there. Victoria Lee Creates. I already know that she said she's coming to the January show. Hopefully it puts a good first impression on her, and she'll come to future shows here as well. Only Oscars. Cowboys were my team before I retired from sports. I sometimes wonder if I should retire from sports, but alas, I'm a sports writer, so I can't really retire from sports because it's my job to follow it. Oh, Skull, so that is the plan. Cool. Well, yeah, 2 weeks from now, me and Mrs. Freak both plan to currently make it over to Davenport as well. Only about a 4.5 hour drive from Hutt. I mean, it's basically going all the way from the way west end of Iowa all the way to the way east end of Iowa. Fan for 50 years. Nice. Both of my don't have too many Cowboy fans in my family or either side. Both of my grandfathers, my father and my mother's side, they're both Dallas Cowboy fans, which they loved it when I lived down in Amarillo for a while. They tried to have me bring up some cowboy gear when I came home for like the holidays or summer. But yeah, me being a Packer fan, of course, I mean, I guess I don't dislike the Cowboys by any means. In some ways, honestly, as much as some Packer fans may hate for us to admit it, we're probably more similar than we think, minus the fact that Green Bay has won Super Bowls way more frequently or way more recently than the Cowboys have. But now June, yeah, 49ers. That is something Cowboy fans and Packer fans can agree. I'm not a fan of the Niners. I'm just, I am not a fan of the Niners. I mean, the problem is, though, I'm also an Iowa State fan, and college-wise there, because I was raised in Iowa most of my life, about 90% of it. But so being a Cyclone fan, obviously Brock Purdy, an Iowa State alum, I mean, I want him to do well, but, man, as a Packer fan, the 49ers have given my team a lot of heartbreak. So it's hard to root too hard for the 49ers. And it also stinks because I really like Christian McCaffrey, too. I think he's an awesome, fun player to watch. Oh, son lives in Des Moines. I was about to say 8 hours to Des Moines. Like, now just as a heads up, though, yeah, the swap is not in Des Moines. Don't go to that one. That you want to go to Davenport. But okay, I see what you're saying though now. Fish story in Kansas City. What is this? Is this another swap that I'm currently unaware of? Woo! June's got Corey Fry. Look at that. Rock on. Hopefully you get a whole bunch. Hopefully all those fry grow up to be big and strong there, and maybe you make a little profit off those guys. Unless you keep them all, which in such case, hey, rock on. More fish to the fish room, right? Oh, Heart of America Fish Club. All right, I might have to look into that, Skull. I haven't heard of that one before. Well, actually, I remember actually at an Omaha swap being told by a couple of people that Kansas City was starting to get one going there. So, well, that and the Nebraska Aquarium Society here actually here in Omaha actually shut down. So we actually don't officially have an aquarium society in Omaha anymore. I know there's some people, I mean, we do still have a swap. One of our fish stores, we're blessed to have 5 here in the Omaha Council Bluffs area that ran a swap. So we're still going to have a swap at least once or twice every year, which will be nice. But hopefully we can, hopefully we can get another society here again. But either way, we'll see. Ooh, Wally. Ouch. Unfortunately, I'm a Bear fan. Good luck next week. Well, considering that Joe Barry still is our defensive coordinator, Wally, yeah, we're probably going to need all the luck we need. I don't care who's throwing the ball. Justin Jefferson scares the heck out of me. Especially since Eric Stokes won't be playing and Jair Alexander got suspended. So I'm really sitting here wondering who the hell is going to guard Jefferson. But, well, I guess we'll find out tomorrow. Yeah, it'll probably be Preston Smith because we all know how, like, Joe Barry loves to put linebackers on key receivers. We all know how he likes to do that. Anyway, I don't want to get on a rant on that. I can talk about that forever. All right. Seeing if I forgot. Whew. All right. Tell you what, guys, it is getting close to 2:30 here. Actually, speaking of 2:30, we're about 2:30 on time for the stream here. So, guys, with that said, I think I am about ready to hit the hay here soon. But again, thank you all. Well, actually, before we do, let's double check that studio one more time. Has it changed? Nope, nothing's changed. Okay. Hey, like I say, that happens when it happens. But yep, we're currently 4 away from 2,500. So if you know someone that likes aquarium channels and maybe think that, maybe they're not subbed, if you want to go ahead, then by all means, go ahead. Feel free to, spread it around there if you want. But alas, yes. Big Steve, I see, joining us here as well. Welcome aboard, Steve. Yeah. Unfortunately, after about 2.5 hours, I need to hit the bed because my eyes are starting to feel heavy. I need to turn off some fish lights here yet. But want to thank each and every one of y'all coming out here as well. Didn't quite go as smoothly as I wanted, but alas, when you do projects, you expect a couple bumps in the road here, and overall, pretty minor, but we got it taken care of. We'll get it taken care of, and hey, we're a step closer. We got our markings down. Just got to make a couple more legs, and we'll be golden here. But thank you all again for checking in here. Like I say, I'll try to see if maybe for a little bit tomorrow afternoon if we can also stream, since there's that 3-hour gap between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. Central Time. I'll see if I can maybe get like an hour or so between that time. Maybe more, maybe less. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll get something. Maybe we won't. If all else, I'll definitely try to be here for Monday Musings on Monday, the new year. But again, guys, appreciate all the support. Special thank you to all my moderators. Of course, Liquid Zoo OnlyFins, the Zen Ginger, my wife, Mrs. Freak, and the Fish Fam Link, and of course, Peplin Creek Aquatics. Special thank you to all the members as well there for all their added support here as well. And of course, thank you to everyone that came and watched. Greatly appreciated, especially at such a late hour. But before I forget here, I don't have the link, but if any of you guys have TikTok, my wife recently has started a TikTok where she's coming down here in the fish room. I'm taking some video of my various tanks down here. She'll also take like some video clips of like when we're visiting fish stores and such. So if you kind of want to see a little insider stuff here on kind of what we do and what we see here as well, give her a view there. I think this is where I need my phone. I think this is her username, but if that's wrong, I will correct it. I'll make a post about it here too. But that is her, I believe that is her TikTok name. If it is not, well, then I apologize, and I will give the correct name later. But I'm like 80% sure or so that that's what it is. There we go. Oh, of course, Jeff. Appreciate y'all again for coming in. But as always, guys, yeah, I'm going to go hit the hay here before I keep rambling on and on and on, and we hit 3 hours. But appreciate all y'all for coming in here. Again, special thank you to the moderators and the members. I will see you all. Yeah, you know what? We'll see each other sometime tomorrow, Fish Fam. Until then, as always, y'all already know, stay fantastic.